Hello friends, welcome to Mechanical Engineering online classes.
Let us solve a problem using dynamic programming approach. So the question goes on here. A market executive is located in city A and the executive has decided to travel to city B. So the alternative routes from A to B is already known to the executive and all the data is tabulated. If the city of origin A is city 1 and the destination city B is city 10 and all other cities through which the salesperson must pass are numbered from 2 to 9, then the salesperson's problem is to find the shortest route that will cover all the selected cities from A to B, and all the given data is in terms of kilometers. So this is the given data, that is in kilometers. So the entire question is this, including the tables. So in the question it is given that the city of origin A is city 1 and the destination city B is city 10. So in case to and from is not mentioned in the question, mostly on to the left side this will be the from column and this will be the first row will be the 2, means from 1 to 2. The given data is in kilometers, so from 1 to 2 the kilometers is 4, from 1 to 3 it is 6, from 1 to 4 it is 3, or otherwise we can simply see like this, from 1 2 to 2 3 and 4, from 1 2 and 3 4 these 3 can be reached. Again from 2 3 and 4 we can reach to 5 6 and 7, from 5 6 7 we can reach to 8 and 9. So we have to see with where is to coming and where is from coming. So from by common sense also we can understand from where a particular city is coming, because nowhere from 2 to 1 is not mentioned anywhere. It is only 1 is here and there is no 1 in any other places. So 1 is the origin and 10 is the destination. So here this is A, city A, and this is city B. So whenever a table is given, we have to first note down the network. In case the map is given, we can straight away use the map for solving the problem, but here table is given. So let us draw a network for this table. So I am drawing the network. 1 is the origin, so I am first writing 1 here. Now from 1 there are 3 cities to which we can go, 2, 3 and 4. So if you see all the tables, from 2 to 3 there is no distances shown, from 3 to 4 also there are no distances shown. So 2, 3 and 4 are the options only from 1. So there is no option of 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to 2 or anything like that. So I can write this 2, 3, 4 in the same column somewhere here, suppose city 2, 3 and 4. So from 1 I can go to 2, from 1 I can go to 3, from 1 I can go to 4. And again from 2, 3 and 4 I can go to 5, 6 and 7. And from 5, 6, 7 I can go to 8 and 9, and from 8 and 9 I can go to 10. So what this means is, from the table it is very clear that from 1 I have to definitely choose one of these 3 cities. Once I am at one of these 3 cities, then I have to choose one of these 3 cities. So at every stage, first stage is I am at 1, the next stage is I am at either 2 or 3 or 4. So this is the second stage, and then from this stage I have to go to this stage, 5, 6 or 7. So I am writing 5, 6 and 7. Now once I am at either 5 or 6 or 7, I must be going to 8 or 9. So 8, 9, and after that finally I can go to 10. So 10 is here. So from 1 I can go to 2. So there is a path from 1 to 2. So I am drawing an arrow mark like this. Then from 1 to 3 also there is a path. So 1 to 3, similarly 1 to 4. Now from 2 I can go to 5, 6 or 7. In case there is no path from 2 to 5, but there is a path from 2 to 6 and 7. Here in the question you will get a hyphen. Means 2 to 5 is not there. When 2 to 5 is not there, you should not draw this arrow. So like how 2 to 3, 3 to 4, there is no path. So I am not drawing any arrows here. So from the question, from 2 I can go to 3 cities. So I am drawing my paths from 2 to 5, 2 to 6, 2 to 7. So similarly, for 3 and 4 also, there are 3 paths. So I will be drawing these paths also. I will be showing these paths also. Now from 5 to 6, 5, 6, 7, from 5 I can go to 8, 9, 8 or 9. Similarly from 6 also I can go to 8 or 9. In case a hyphen is given, it means the path does not exist and we should not draw that in our map. So 7 to 8 and 9 also is drawn. Now from 8 I can go to 10. From 9 also I can go to 10. So this is our map. Now in order to find the optimum route, which will be our shortest route, we have to also mark the kilometers on the routes. So from 1 to 2, it is 4 kilometers. From 1 to 3, it is 6 kilometers. From 1 to 4, it is 3 kilometers. So I am writing these numbers at the base of the tail of the arrow, because if you see these things, as you go towards the middle or towards the head of the arrow, there is a lot of clumsiness. So in order to avoid confusion, always write the numbers at the end of the arrow, at the tails. So similarly from 2 to 5, the kilometers is 7 from the table. From 2 to 6 it is 10. From 2 to 7 it is 5. So I will be writing all these kilometers from the given table. Now our route map or the network is complete. So in case you do not know how the network comes out to be, I suggest that before you solve the problem, you roughly draw your network somewhere in the rough column. So once the network is completed, then you can take it down neatly so that you can use that for solving the problem ahead. So we know that dynamic programming is a multi-stage decision process. That means we have to take a decision at every stage. Now let us go with the forward recursion process. Forward means anyway my origin is 1 and destination is 10. So I will start deciding based on an assumption that I am right now at city 1, which is the city A, and then I have to reach city B, the destination. Now let us subdivide this into stages. So the same problem can be solved assuming that stage 1 is this or stage 1 is this also. So because this is origin and this is destination, in the previous video we have seen that stage 1 is taken to be this city and second stage is with these 3 cities and so on. So that is forward recursion, means from origin to destination. If we are doing the process, that is forward recursion. Now here we shall see backward recursion, means I am first starting from the destination city. I am at city 10. Then the next step will be to go to this stage, to 8 or 9. So this will be stage 2. Then this is 3, this is 4 and this is 5. So from destination to origin, if we are finding the shortest route, that recursion process is called as backward recursion process. And in dynamic programming, backward recursion and forward recursion both will give the same values, because these factors, which is in this particular problem this is kilometer, this might be in kilometers or cost or time. So either ways we have to find the shortest route only. So in the given problem this is all distances, and this distance is independent of the direction. Whether I am going from 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, this is 4 only, 4 kilometers only. So I can do backward recursion also, and I can get the same answer. So let us start solving the problem using backward recursion process. We'll start with tables. Current location is the first column, possibilities, then distance and total distance. So the destination is stage 1. So stage 1, the destination is, in stage 1 we can be at city 10. So the current location is 10. So stage 1 is having city 10. So the current location is 10. So this 10 can be reached either from 8 or 9. So the possibilities of reaching this 10 is from 8 or 9. So the 8 to 10 distance is, from the map it is 7, and 9 to 10 distance from the map is 9. So now stage 1 is over. The next stage is the second stage. We are either at 8 or 9. So that is stage 2. So we are at either 8 or 9. Now how can we reach to this 8? How is our current location 8? We might have gone to 8 either via 5, because 5 to 8 is there, or 6 to 8 or 7 to 8. So we might have reached this 8 via 5 or 6 or 7. So these are all the possibilities. In case my current location is 8, then the possibilities are 5 to 8, 6 to 8 and 7 to 8. So similarly, to be at 9, I can reach 9 via 5 or 6 or 7. So 5 to 9, 6 to 9, 7 to 9, these are the possibilities. So from the map, let us write down the distances. 5 to 8 is 4, 6 to 8 is 3, 7 to 8 is 8. So similarly, 5 to 9 is 8, 6 to 9 is 7 and 7 to 9 is 4. Now the total distances we have to find. So if we are picking, if at all I am saying that we are at 8 via 5, or I am at 8 via 5, then this distance is anyway added. So 4 plus, from 8, the only thing that I can do is I can go to 10. There is no 8 to 11 or anything else. So via 8 to 10 is 7. 5 to 8 is 4 and 8 to 10 is 7. So the total distance is 11. So similarly, 6 to 8, this is 3 plus, from 8 I can go to 10. So there is only one possibility, which is 8 to 10. So this is 7. So this will be 10. So similarly, 7 to 8 is 8 plus 8 to 10 will be 7, which is 15. In the same way, 5 to 9 is 8 plus 9 to 10 is 9. So this is 17. So 6 to 9 is 7 plus 9 to 10 is 9. This is 16. So 7 to 9 is 4 plus 9 to 10 is 9, which is 13. So here ends our finding all the possibilities and their total distances. Now let us move on to stage 3. So when we are in stage 3, we will be either at 5 or 6 or 7. So our current location might be either 5 or 6 or 7. Now now that we have to check the possibilities. I can reach this 5 via 2 or 3 or 4 because 2 to 5 exists. 3 to 5 also exists and 4 to 5 also exists. So the possibilities in reaching 5 is either from 2 or 3 or 4. So we shall write all the possibilities: 2 to 5, 3 to 5, 4 to 5. Similarly, I can go to 6 also via 2, 3 and 4. So 2 6, 3 6, 4 6. Similarly 7 also: 2 7, 3 7, 4 7. So now let us just write down these actual distances from the map. So 2 to 5 is 7, 3 to 5 is 3, 4 to 5 is 6, 2 to 6 is 10, 3 to 6 is 8, 4 to 6 is 10, and 2 to 7 is 5, 3 to 7 is 4, 4 to 7 is 5. So the total distances must be now calculated. So now we are at 2. So from 5. So this 2 to 5 distance is 7 plus. How can we, what is the minimum root of 5? From 5 we can go to 8, or from 5 we can go to 9. So in 5 to 8 there is 8 to 10 also in these distances. And in this 5 to 9 there is 9 to 10 also in this total distance. So this 2 to 5 is inevitable. This is 7 plus I can go to from 5 to 8 or 9. That means I can go to 10 via 8 or 9 when I am also passing through this 5. So 5 to 8 and 5 to 9 must be checked. When I am checking 5 to 8 and 5 to 9, the total distance that comes out to be is 11 and 17, of which 11 is the minimum. So I will be adding that 11 here. So this will be 18. So in case I am reaching this 3 via 5, so naturally I have to pick 5 to 8 only because this is minimum. So this will be 3 to 5, which is 3 plus the minimum of distances via 5 to 10 will be this 11. So it is 11. The total is 14. The 4 to 5 is 6 plus this minimum, which is 11. The total is 17. So these 11s are chosen from these values only. So in a similar way we have to do it for the other things. So 2 to 6 is this 10 plus. Now we have to check with the minimum of these values wherever comes our 6. 6 to 8, 6 to 9. So means I can reach to 10 via 8 or 9 if I am already at 6 from 2. So the minimum of these two values, the minimum of this 6 8, which is 10, and 6 9, which is 16, is 10. So I have to add that 10 here. So this will be 20. This 10 is taken from the minimum of these two values. So similarly 3 to 6 is 8 plus this minimum 10, which is 18, and 4 to 6 is 10 plus again the minimum of 6 to 8 and 6 to 9, which is 10. So this will be 20. So These 10s are taken from the minimum of 6 to 8 and 6 to 9. In a similar fashion, we have to do this also. 2 to 7, this is 5 plus 3 to 7 is 4 plus, and 4 to 7 is 5 plus. Now if I am going to via 7 to 10, I have to check with the total distances. So from 7 I can go to 8 and then 10, or from 7 I can go to 9 and then to 10. So 7 8 total distance is 15, 7 9 total distance is 13, of which 13 is minimum. So if at all my path is 2 to 7, from 7 I have to go to 9 and then to 10, then I will have the minimum. So that is 13. So this is 18. So here also we have the same 7s. So here also 7, from 7 we have to go to 8 or 9, of which the minimum comes when I am going from 7 to 9. So that is 13. So this is 13 here and the total becomes 17. Similarly, this is also 5 plus 13, which is 18. So these 13s are taken from the minimum value that I get when I go from 7 to 8 or 9, of which 7 9 is giving us the minimum. So this completes our stage 3 work. And now let's do the stage 4. Now when we are at stage 4, this is stage 4. So our current location might be 2 or 3 or 4. So 2, 3, 4. And what are the possibilities? From 2 I can go to 1, from 3 I can go to 1, from 4 I can go to 1. So the possibility is 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. Now from the map, 1 to 2 distance is 4, 1 to 3 distance is 6, 1 to 4 distance is 3. So now if at all I am choosing this 1 to 2, the distance is 4 plus, what should we pick from 2 to 5 or 2 to 6 or 2 to 7? 1 to 2 is there, 1 to 2 is 4, plus from 2 we have to either go to 5 or 2 to 6 or 2 to 7. So of which the total distance is coming out to be 18, 20 and 18. So of these three things, the minimum is 18. That is coming twice here. So the minimum is 18. So the total distance is 22. Now if I am choosing 1 to 3 path, then 1 to 3 distance is 6, plus from 3 what minimum path should I pick? Whether I should pick from 3, should I go to 5 or 3 to 6 or 3 to 7? So that depends on the distance. 3 to 5 gives me 14, 3 to 6 gives me 18, 3 to 7 gives me 17. 14, 18 and 17. The minimum is 14. So this is 6 plus 14 is equal to 20. The total distance is 20. Now if I am choosing 1 to 4, 1 to 4 distance is 3, plus from 4 I can go to 5, from 4 I can go to 6, from 4 I can go to 7. So I will choose whether to go to 5 or 6 or 7 based on the total minimum distances. 4 to 5 if I go, I get 17. 4 to 6 I can go with 20. 4 to 7 is 18. So of 17, 20 and 18, 17 is minimum. So the total distance will be 3 plus 17, that is 20. So here we are having two minimum values. So one is this, the other is this. So we are getting this minimum total distance of 20. When are we getting this 20? When we are choosing the path 1 to 3, or even when I choose path 1 to 4. 1 3 and 1 4. We have two answers. Two same means multiple optimum solution. So 1 to 3 and 1 to 4. Then how did we get this 14 and 17? If I am choosing 1 to 3. So from 1 to 3 I have gone, after which from 3 I should go to 5 or 6 or 7. I will be choosing the minimum total distance, right? So if I am at 1 to 3 and I have to choose 5 or 6 or 7, I have to check with these minimums. If I am choosing to go to 5 from 3, I have total distance of 14. If from 3 I am going to 6, the total distance is 18. If from 3 I am going to 7, the total distance is 17. So out of 14, 18 and 17, 14 is minimum. So after 3, I will go to 5. And in case I am right now at 5, from 5 I can go to 8 or 9. If I am going to 8, the distance is 11. If I am going to 9, the distance is 17. Of these two things, the minimum is 11. So from 5, I will not go to 9, I will go to 8 because that is giving me minimum. So 5 to 8. And there is no other option. From 8, I have to go to 10 only. So this is one path. Now there is another path also, right? 1 to 4 is also giving me 20. So from 4, I can go to either 5 or 6 or 7. So let us see. If I am from 4, if I am going to 5, the minimum distance is 17. From 4, if I am going to 6, the distance is 20. From 4, if I am going to 7, the distance is 18. Out of 17, 20 and 18, 17 is minimum. So from 4, I will go to 5 because this is giving me the minimum answer. So from 4, I am going to 5. Naturally, previously we have checked. From 5, I have to go to 8 for the minimum distance. Out of 11 and 17, 11 is minimum. So I am picking 5, 8, not 5, 9. So from 8, I have to go to 10. So from the map, if we want to see, if we want to cross check our answers, we can again write down 1 to 3 is 6. 3 to 5 is 3. 5 to 8 is 4. 8 to 10 is 7. 6 plus 3 plus 4 plus 7, the total distance is 20. Now with this also we can check with the second one. 1 to 4 is 3. 4 to 5 is 6. 5 to 8 is 4 and 8 to 10 is 7. 3 plus 6 plus 4 plus 7 is also 20. So we have got the same answer as that of the forward recursion. So either ways we will get the same answer.
Thanks for watching. If this video was of help to you, please like it and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.